After a cave was blasted, a huge alien came out. Some people tried using shampoo on the alien, and it caused an explosion. So, where did this alien come from and how did it get there? Recently, a meteor was seen several times in the sky, moving towards Earth. Meanwhile, a boy was getting ready for his firefighting exam in a forest because the exam was the next day. The meteor landed exactly where everyone expected it to, and it was so close that the firefighter barely escaped. The impact of the meteor created a massive hole in the ground, going 80 feet deep into a cave. The following day, two university professors, Harry and Kane, arrived to investigate the meteor. They reached the cave and collected samples from the meteor. While examining the site, they also noticed a strange liquid and decided to take a sample of that as well. Later, when Kane was researching in his laboratory, he made a surprising discovery. There was an alien organism in the liquid. This liquid contained alien cells that were growing and becoming stronger over time. They had the remarkable ability to rapidly increase their power. Kane informed Harry about this, and when Harry saw it for himself, the cells transformed into more advanced life forms, which surprised Kane greatly. Kane explained that a process that normally takes billions of years, called evolution, occurred in just a few hours in this liquid, marking a groundbreaking discovery. In a different story, the firefighter didn't pass his exam and had taken a job working for a wealthy individual. He became worried when he noticed small insects emerging from the ground, leading him to leave the area. The next day, Harry and Kane, along with their student, visited the meteor site for a survey. They saw unusual alien mushrooms and moss near the meteor, and they also noticed numerous alien insects on the ground. These insects couldn't survive in our oxygen-rich atmosphere because they weren't adapted to breathing oxygen. When Kane picked up one of the alien insects, it died due to the unfamiliar conditions. To explain, evolution means the changes that happen over time or during development, and it's essential for the survival of all living things. On Earth, these changes usually take millions of years. However, what was astonishing was that in just a few hours, the aliens were undergoing this evolutionary process. In a single day, their population had multiplied tenfold, resulting in a rapid increase in the number of alien insects. The meteor site had a different environment because the Earth's atmosphere wasn't suitable for the aliens. When they picked up the insects and placed them in jars, they noticed the insects were multiplying quickly. They brought the jar with the alien insects back to their laboratory. Harry suggested informing the government, but Kane objected, stating that this discovery belonged to them, and the government might take credit for it. Kane insisted that they needed to conduct further research and prepare detailed reports and documents. The following day, Harry and Kane returned to the meteor site for more research, only to find it had been taken over by the U.S. military, with the area cordoned off. Meanwhile, Kane, a former military researcher who had been previously dismissed, approached the general. The military had gained access to Kane's computer and traced their discovery back to the meteor. As a result, they secured the area beneath them. Dr. Allison, a female doctor supporting the military, encouraged Kane and Harry not to keep their most important discovery a secret, emphasizing that it was a mistake to do so. Harry and Kane insisted that the discovery was rightfully theirs and they deserved the credit for it. However, the general firmly stated that they were to have no further involvement with the site and demanded that they return all the samples they had taken. Frustrated, Harry and Kane eventually left the area. In their pursuit of recognition, they decided to take their case to court. During the legal proceedings, it came to light that Kane, during his prior military research job, had developed a vaccine that led to significant side effects in soldiers, resulting in his termination. This revelation played a role in their case, and unfortunately, they lost. Back in their laboratory, they discovered that their samples and research had been stolen, and the culprit was none other than the general. This discovery left them furious. To reclaim their belongings, they devised a plan to infiltrate the army camp in disguise. Later, they went to the meteor site while wearing UV suits, which were necessary to avoid causing breathing problems for the alien life forms in the area. As Harry and Kane reached the meteor site while attempting to evade capture, they were astounded by the drastic changes that had occurred in such a short time. The place now resembled a forest, teeming with numerous evolved alien insects and creatures that had matured through the process of evolution. Before they could return their samples, Dr. Allison arrived to confront them. She recognized the creatures and tried to stop Harry and Kane. In the midst of their conversation, an alien mosquito breached Harry's suit and entered his body. The mosquito moved through his entire body, causing concern. However, Dr. Allison intervened and successfully removed the mosquito from Harry's body, although the mosquito died upon extraction. Surprisingly, Dr. Allison was unaware of the theft of their lab research. Given her past friendship with Kane, she chose not to have them arrested. In a separate part of the story, the firefighter was seen serving drinks in the rich man's house. The rich man ventured to the ground to meet his friend when suddenly an alien crocodile attacked him and tragically ended his life. Harry and Kane returned to college and encountered the firefighter, who was waiting for them with something in his hand: the alien crocodile that had taken the life of its owner. The firefighter explained that the alien crocodile had met a gruesome end, and he had brought it to them. In a different scene, a house filled with many females was shown, and alien insects began to encroach on their space. When the females opened the door, a strange and seemingly innocent alien appeared. However, as we know, these aliens are not innocent, and when a lady extended her hand toward it, the alien bit her hand just as she was about to shoot it. The alien, like others before it, perished. Kane approached Allison, and they discussed the urgency of putting an end to these alien creatures. Kane expressed his concerns about the potential danger posed by the aliens, but Allison assured him that they had the situation under control and could manage it. However, Kane soon discovered that another lady had met her demise after being bitten by one of the aliens. They decided to investigate the house and found the innocent alien had perished there. They also encountered numerous dragon-like aliens outside the house, all of which were dead. This discovery led Harry to suggest that all the caves and mines were interconnected, including the Meteor cave. The aliens had been moving from various locations, but because they couldn't survive in our atmosphere, they had perished once they left the caves. In the midst of this, an alien dragon awakened, laid an egg, and then died. However, the newly hatched alien dragon demonstrated the ability to breathe in our atmosphere and took flight. The alien dragon, after taking flight, reached a city mall where it wreaked havoc and attacked innocent people. In response, Harry, Kane, and the firefighter pursued the creature, eventually ending the threat by shooting it down. The incident made headlines in the news and media, and reporters sought answers from the governor about the unfolding crisis. The governor, in search of a solution, visited the military base and questioned the general about how these alien creatures had spread throughout the city. Allison explained that they were multiplying rapidly and spreading, predicting that within 2 months, the aliens would have infested the entire city. Harry, Kane, and the firefighter arrived at the military base, where the general held them responsible for breaching security, allowing the aliens to infiltrate the city. The governor expressed his desire for a solution, prompting the general to propose a plan to burn the aliens by blasting all the caves. Amidst the chaos, monkey-like aliens launched an attack on them, and one of these aliens even targeted the governor. The firefighter intervened, shooting the alien and scaring the governor into giving his full support to the general's plan of burning the aliens. The general then requested that Harry, Kane, and Dr. Allison leave the military base. Dr. Allison left with them, taking their stolen samples and data with her. In the laboratory, Kane was examining the peculiar liquid, puzzled as to why it hadn't changed yet. Suddenly, Harry tossed a burning matchstick into the liquid, causing it to expand in size. It was at this moment that Kane comprehended their method of evolution and the reason for their rapid proliferation. Kane explained that when the meteor was in space, it existed in a state devoid of heat. However, upon entering Earth's extreme heat, it activated the alien DNA and initiated their evolutionary process. The liquid had been stored in a freezer, which is why it had remained unaffected until now. They realized that heat could trigger the aliens' evolution and make them stronger. Allison attempted to contact the general to relay this information, but he ignored her calls. Kane came to the realization that, much like carbon being poisonous to humans, selenium might be poisonous to the aliens. 2 students informed him that shampoo contained selenium. The firefighter had an idea and arranged for a fire truck to be filled with shampoo. They gathered near the truck and prepared to pump the shampoo into the cave, intending to prevent the aliens from evolving. However, just before they could carry out their plan, the general ordered a blast at the cave. This unexpected action led to dire consequences as a colossal alien emerged from the depths, poised for further evolution. They needed to act quickly before the creature could multiply. They positioned the fire truck near a hole, preparing to confront the giant alien. As Kane and Harry placed a ladder near the hole, they climbed it and started pumping the shampoo into the giant alien. After some time, they noticed movement within the creature. Realizing the danger, Allison quickly drove the truck away from the alien, which then unleashed a powerful blast. Meanwhile, the governor publicly acknowledged and praised their heroic efforts in front of the media. The firefighter was promoted to the position of chief for his bravery, while the general was demoted to the rank of sergeant. This marked the conclusion of the film. Thanks for watching, guys.